Discover the most valuable United States 1-cent coins ever made, including rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, error coins, and historic pennies worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Learn about hidden treasures from 1909 to modern rare cents, mint marks, coin conditions, and the fascinating history behind America's most collectible 1-cent coins. The year 1950 may look ordinary to most people, but in the mysterious world of rare American coins, some 1951-cent coins have become legendary treasures. Deep inside old jars, dusty drawers, forgotten piggy banks, and inherited collections, a simple copper penny could be hiding a shocking secret value. Many people spend these coins without looking closely, never realizing that one rare version of a 1950 Lincoln Wheat cent can be worth thousands, and in extraordinary conditions, even far more to elite collectors. The excitement around these coins comes from history, minting mistakes, ultra-low survival numbers, and the incredible condition some coins remain in after more than 70 years. For collectors, the hunt for a valuable 1950 penny feels like searching for buried treasure hidden in plain sight. The famous design of the 1951-cent coin features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the back, which is why collectors call it the Lincoln Wheat Penny. These coins were produced during a fascinating era in American history shortly after World War II, when the United States economy was rapidly growing and millions of coins flowed through everyday commerce. Most 1950 pennies were heavily used, scratched, damaged, or lost over time, but a tiny number survived in almost perfect condition. Those untouched coins now attract intense attention from wealthy collectors willing to spend astonishing amounts of money to own one flawless example from this historic year. What truly transforms an ordinary 1950 penny into a jaw-dropping fortune is not just the date alone, but the mint mark, rarity, color, and preservation. Coins minted in Philadelphia carried no mint mark, while Denver coins displayed a small D and San Francisco coins carried an S. Among them, the 1950 S and certain high-grade 1950 D examples can become extremely desirable when preserved with blazing original red color. Collectors pay enormous premiums for coins that still shine with fiery copper surfaces, as if they were made yesterday. A coin graded at the highest mint state levels can suddenly leap from a few cents to thousands of dollars simply because almost no perfect examples still exist. The condition of the coin is the true king of value. A worn 1950 penny found in circulation might only be worth a small amount, but a pristine coin with sharp details, no scratches, brilliant surfaces, and untouched luster becomes a different story entirely. Professional grading companies examine every tiny detail under magnification. They use a grading scale that climbs from poor condition all the way to perfect mint state. When a 1950 penny reaches elite grades like MS, 67 or higher, collectors begin competing fiercely. Some rare red specimens have sold for prices that shock ordinary people who cannot imagine paying so much for a single cent. Another reason these coins fascinate collectors is the possibility of minting errors. During the production process, mistakes occasionally happened at the United States Mint. Off-center strikes, doubled letters, clipped planchets, die cracks, or strange misprints can turn a normal-looking penny into a collector's dream. A rare 1950 error penny with dramatic visible mistakes may sell for far more than standard examples because error coins are viewed as one-of-a-kind survivors from a chaotic moment inside the minting machines. Every unusual detail tells a story frozen forever in copper. The emotional power of these coins is just as strong as their financial value. Imagine discovering that a tiny penny sitting unnoticed in an old family box has the potential to pay debts, fund dreams, or completely transform someone's future. Stories of lucky discoveries fuel the obsession among collectors worldwide. Some people spend years searching through bankrolls, estate sales, flea markets, and inherited collections hoping to uncover that one magical coin everyone else ignored. The dream of finding hidden wealth inside a humble 1-cent piece keeps the excitement alive generation after generation. Collectors are especially obsessed with original red examples of 1950 wheat pennies. Copper naturally darkens over time, so coins that still maintain their bright red-orange glow are extremely difficult to find. These glowing coins appear almost untouched by time, making them highly desirable in auctions. A regular brown coin may only attract modest interest, while a blazing red gem with flawless surfaces can command astonishing bids from elite collectors competing against one another. In the rare coin world, beauty and rarity together create explosive value. The historical importance of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series also adds to the mystery and prestige surrounding these coins. For decades, these pennies passed through the hands of millions of Americans during moments of war, economic growth, hardship, and celebration. Every coin traveled through countless stories before ending up in collections. When someone holds a 1950 penny today, they are touching a small piece of living history from another era. That connection between history and rarity creates emotional value beyond money alone. Some exaggerated stories online claim that every 1950 penny is worth millions overnight, but the truth is more complex. Only extremely rare examples with exceptional condition, important errors, or unique characteristics reach massive auction prices. However, that does not stop collectors from carefully examining every coin they find. Even ordinary-looking coins can surprise experts when hidden varieties or overlooked details are discovered. In the coin world, one tiny difference can separate a common penny from a remarkable treasure worth life-changing money. If someone believes they own a valuable 1951 cent coin, protecting it becomes extremely important. Cleaning a coin can actually destroy much of its value because collectors prefer natural surfaces untouched by harsh polishing. Experienced collectors carefully store valuable pennies inside protective holders to prevent scratches, moisture damage, or discoloration. A well-preserved coin can continue increasing in value year after year as fewer top-quality examples remain available in the market. The mysterious world of rare American pennies becomes even more exciting when collectors begin talking about the legendary 1950 1-cent coin. At first glance, it may appear to be nothing more than an old copper penny forgotten by time, but for experienced collectors, certain 1952 Lincoln Wheat Cents are treasures capable of attracting enormous attention and serious money. Hidden inside old jars, dusty drawers, inherited boxes, and abandoned collections, these tiny coins continue to shock people with their surprising value. Some rare examples in extraordinary condition have become prized possessions that collectors dream about owning for years. The idea that a single penny could hold the power to change someone's financial future is exactly what makes the 1952 cent so fascinating. The front of the coin proudly features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse side displays the classic wheat ears design that gave these coins the famous nickname Wheat Pennies. By 1952, America was entering a powerful period of economic growth after World War II, and millions of pennies moved through stores, banks, and everyday life. Most of these coins were used heavily in circulation, scratched by decades of handling, or eventually lost forever. Yet a tiny number survived in astonishing condition, preserving their original shine and sharp details. Those rare survivors now hold a special place in the coin collecting universe. Collectors become especially excited when they encounter a 1952 penny with brilliant original red color. Copper naturally changes over time, darkening into brown shades after decades of exposure to air and moisture. That is why bright red examples are considered incredibly valuable. A blazing red 1952 Lincoln cent that still looks almost fresh from the mint can command extraordinary prices because so few remain untouched. When collectors see glowing surfaces combined with razor-sharp details and perfect preservation, they know they're looking at something truly special. The value of a 1952 1-cent coin depends heavily on its condition. A heavily worn coin may only carry modest value, but a flawless example preserved in mint state condition can become dramatically more desirable. Professional grading experts carefully inspect every tiny detail under magnification. They search for marks, scratches, fading, weak strikes, and signs of damage. Coins receiving elite grades such as MS, 67 or higher are incredibly rare because most pennies from this era experienced years of circulation. High-grade examples often become the stars of major auctions where collectors battle fiercely to own them. One of the most thrilling aspects of the 1952 penny is the possibility of minting errors. During the coin production process, mistakes occasionally occurred inside the minting machinery, creating unusual coins that today are highly sought after. Some error coins show doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or strange die cracks that make each piece unique. A dramatic error on a 1952 wheat penny can increase its desirability enormously because collectors love owning coins that display rare imperfections from history itself. These accidental creations transform ordinary pennies into unforgettable treasures. The Denver and San Francisco mint versions of the 1952 penny also attract enormous interest. Coins with the D mint mark from Denver and the S mint mark from San Francisco each have their own rarity levels and collector demand. Some mint locations produced coins with sharper details or fewer surviving high-grade examples, making them especially valuable today. Experienced collectors study tiny differences between mint marks, strike quality, and surface texture because even the smallest detail can separate a common penny from a highly desirable rarity. What makes these coins even more magical is the emotional excitement surrounding unexpected discoveries. Across America and beyond, people continue finding old wheat pennies hidden in family collections, piggy banks, estate sales, and forgotten containers. Imagine discovering that a small copper coin sitting unnoticed for decades might actually be worth thousands of dollars. That dream fuels the passion of collectors everywhere. The possibility of hidden wealth inside an ordinary-looking penny keeps treasure hunters searching endlessly through old coins hoping for a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Many stories surrounding rare coins become exaggerated over time, with rumors claiming certain pennies are worth millions overnight. While not every 1952 penny reaches such extreme values, the finest known examples with rare errors and perfect preservation can still command astonishing sums from elite collectors. The rare coin market is driven by rarity, demand, history, and condition. When all those elements combine in a single coin, prices can rise dramatically, especially during major auctions where wealthy buyers compete intensely. The history connected to the 1952 wheat penny adds another layer of fascination. These coins traveled through American life during a rapidly changing era filled with optimism, innovation, and expansion. Every penny passed through countless hands during its journey, witnessing moments of everyday history before eventually becoming collectible. Holding one today feels like holding a tiny surviving fragment of the past. That historical connection gives these coins emotional importance far beyond their face value. Collectors who discover a potentially valuable 1952 penny must handle it carefully. Cleaning a coin can permanently damage its natural surfaces and dramatically reduce collector interest. Many beginners make the mistake of polishing old pennies, thinking shiny coins are more valuable, but experienced collectors prefer untouched originality. A naturally preserved coin with authentic surfaces almost always commands stronger prices in the collector market. Proper storage in protective holders is essential for preserving value over time. The incredible story of the 1956 1-cent coin begins with a simple piece of copper that most people would never notice in their pocket. Yet inside the mysterious world of rare American coins, certain 1956 Lincoln Wheat Pennies have become powerful symbols of hidden fortune and collector obsession. What looks like an ordinary penny could actually hold shocking value if it possesses the right combination of rarity, flawless condition, brilliant color, and unusual minting characteristics. Across the world, collectors continue searching through old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes hoping to uncover one of these historic treasures before someone else does. The 1956 wheat penny carries the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, while the reverse side displays two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent. This classic design became one of the most recognized coins in American history. During the 1950s, millions of these pennies moved through restaurants, stores, banks, and households every day. Children spent them on candy, workers carried them in their pockets, and families stored them away, without realizing that decades later some of these same pennies would become highly collectible pieces of history. The true magic of the 1956 penny appears when collectors encounter examples preserved in extraordinary condition. Most surviving coins are worn, scratched, darkened, or damaged after years of circulation. However, a tiny number escaped heavy use and remained almost untouched for generations. These rare survivors still display glowing original mint luster and razor-sharp details that make collectors stop in amazement. A perfectly preserved 1956 penny can suddenly rise from ordinary pocket change to a prized collectible worth thousands of dollars because high-grade examples become increasingly difficult to find as time passes. One of the most important factors affecting value is the original color of the copper surface. Freshly minted pennies shine with a bright reddish-orange appearance, but over decades the copper naturally changes into brown shades due to oxidation. Coins that still maintain full original red color are considered extremely desirable by advanced collectors. A blazing red 1956 Lincoln Wheat cent with almost flawless surfaces becomes a breathtaking sight inside the coin collecting world. Such coins attract intense competition at auctions because collectors understand how rare it is for copper to survive in pristine condition for so many decades. Mint marks also play an important role in the mystery surrounding these coins. Some 1956 pennies were minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, while others came from the Denver Mint carrying a small D. Although millions were produced, only a tiny fraction survived in elite condition. Certain 1956 D examples with exceptional strike quality and vibrant color have achieved remarkable collector interest. Experienced collectors carefully study every tiny detail, including surface texture, sharpness, and luster, because even the smallest difference can dramatically affect value. Another reason collectors become fascinated by the 1956 penny is the possibility of minting errors. During production at the mint, mechanical problems sometimes created unusual coins that escaped into circulation. Error coins showing doubled letters, clipped edges, die cracks, or off-center strikes instantly become far more exciting to collectors because they are seen as accidental works of history. A dramatic 1956 error penny can command astonishing prices because no two error coins are exactly alike. These mistakes turn ordinary copper cents into unique collectibles with unforgettable stories. The emotional excitement surrounding rare penny discoveries is one of the strongest reasons people remain obsessed with old coins. Imagine opening a dusty family box or an old piggy bank and discovering a rare 1956 wheat penny worth a small fortune. Stories of surprise discoveries continue inspiring treasure hunters everywhere. Some collectors spend years examining rolls of pennies from banks hoping to uncover a hidden gem that others overlooked. The dream that life-changing value could still be hiding in everyday coins creates endless excitement throughout the coin collecting community. The coin grading process adds even more mystery and prestige to these historic pennies. Professional grading companies use powerful magnification and expert analysis to determine a coin's exact condition. Grades such as MS 65, MS 66, or even MS 67 represent extraordinary preservation rarely seen in older copper coins. When a 1956 penny reaches one of these elite grades while retaining full red color, collectors may pay staggering amounts to secure ownership. These coins become elite artifacts admired for their rarity and beauty. Many dramatic stories online claim that every old penny can instantly create overnight millionaires, but reality is more complicated. Not every 1956 penny is worth enormous money. The highest values belong only to exceptional examples with rare features, perfect preservation, or important mint errors. Still, that uncertainty is exactly what makes coin collecting thrilling. One small detail invisible to an untrained eye can transform a common coin into an extraordinary collectible. That possibility keeps collectors constantly searching for hidden treasures. The historical importance of the 1956 wheat penny also gives it special emotional value. These coins existed during a time when America was experiencing rapid economic growth, technological progress, and cultural change. Every penny passed through countless hands and witnessed everyday moments from another era. Holding one today feels like touching a surviving fragment of history. For many collectors, that connection to the past matters just as much as financial value. Protecting rare coins properly is extremely important because damage can instantly reduce collector interest. Cleaning old pennies is one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. Harsh polishing removes original surfaces and destroys the natural appearance collectors want to see. Serious collectors prefer untouched coins with authentic aging and original texture. Proper storage in protective holders helps preserve beauty and value for future generations, allowing these historic coins to survive far into the future.